Motherfucking, Corey Danger.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the show or something. I don't know what to call this, but it's been a while since I've actually recorded something and posted it on my YouTube, mainly because I've been busy. I've been going back to work now. We are now in a patio only type situation, and we're starting to slowly open up because my restaurant is cleaning up the inside of the restaurant in preparations of having people dine in. So it's been getting a little busy. I've been working more days, and so that's one of the main reasons why I haven't done any like card breaks or anything that I've recently been doing, because I haven't been able to have time to go out and find anything. And even when I do have time, I can't find anything. So if you've seen in my previous video, my last video, I was talking about NBA Top Shot. What it is, if you don't know, it's like virtual trading cards that are on a blockchain. It's called something called NFT, which is non-fungible tokens. I don't know what it exactly is. All I know is it's like sports cards, but virtual. It's not physical. Physical sports cards is 2020. 2021 now is virtual sports cards. So that's what we have here in front of you on your screen. This is my profile, I guess you would say. Corey Danger. I joined in January 2021. If I had joined last year, boy howdy, would I been making tons of money, but only recently joined, so I've been at this for almost 2 months now. My resale group brought this to my attention a long time ago, but I was like most people, what the hell is this? How is this gonna make me money? And it's virtual. I can't hold it. I can't, put it in my pocket. I can't put it in my piggy bank or anything. It's just in the internets. So I doubted it. A lot of people doubted it, but then for some strange reason, I brought it up to my basketball fantasy group. And another guy there, he's like, hey, might as well give it a shot, right? Packs are only like $9. We might as well try, right? And so the first day I got my first pack is before I started working, and I had nothing else to do, so I was just sitting in front of my computer like so, and voila, got a pack. At first, I didn't think I was gonna get a pack because I was like, I think 15 or 18k in line, and this was a 25k pack release, but packs were like going so fast, mainly because there was a loophole that wasn't closed up where if you're able to buy a pack, you can just press the back button and you can buy again. So a lot of people were buying multiple packs while here I am waiting in line, like, was like, what's going on up there, And so I thought I didn't get a pack because it said sold out. But for some reason, being me, I just kept pressing the refresh button, and then the buy now button showed up, and I guess it restocked some packs, and I got one. And so I opened it. I didn't really get anything super awesome, but I got hooked, and that's what started this whole thing. So far, I think I've been able to purchase 4 packs, 3 commons, and I purchased the hollow, which you've seen in the previous video, which was the $1,000 pack. I sold pretty much everything that I had accumulated up until this point, and I made about $1,400 in profit. That was in my Dapper balance, my Dapper account, and I thought I did good. But recently, if I had held on to my moments that I've acquired, I'd probably be way more in profit. My balance would be a lot bigger. Okay, so just a few days ago, as you can see here, right here, I have 57 moments in total. This number was down to only 2. I sold off everything. All I had was a Lonzo Ball and a Miles Bridges moment, and I saved those because I like those 2 players. So I was like, hey, I might as well collect, For some strange reason, I had, 2K sitting in my Dapper account and you can't withdraw yet. And my basketball group was like, hey, the money's not going anywhere, right? You might as well put it to work. So I was like, you're right. So I went in one day, I purchased like 30 to 40 moments, as you can see right here. It's a lot, right? So these 2 right here were the ones that I had since the beginning. And then I just started purchasing moments after moments after moments that I could. And I got lucky at the timing of when I started purchasing, because everything since then has just skyrocketed in price. Okay, for instance, this Tyler Hero right there, I'll show you how much I bought it for in my activity page. So as you can see here, this is where we started. Like I said, I got 3 packs and 1 hollow. The first moment I ever sold was the Tim Hardaway Jr. layup for $1,600. Now you might be thinking, dang, you really came up. But wait, let's look that up, right? Tim Hardaway Jr. That same moment is $3,100. If I had just waited a week, I would have been up way more. So all these moments I sold for 10 or for single digits. Chris Boucher, $9. What is Chris Boucher at right now? 86. Brandon Ingram, I thought I made big on this one. Brandon Ingram, $250. $2,288. I could have been up 5K with just 2 moments if I had just waited a week, 1 week. And those were my two best moments, right? I also had these two right here, Tobias Harris, Harrison Barnes, about 160 each. Harrison Barnes, 1,199. Tobias Harris, 1,055. What is that? 7K out of that 1K hollow pack I could have potentially had, but I sold it for about two. This Jamal Murray, 3-pointer, common, $30. Common, $130. The prices has just skyrocketed so high, right? And this one right here, this is the craziest one. Okay, so Will Barton, he's part of a challenge, a Top Shot challenge. If you collect a certain amount of players, $350. And why would Will Barton be $350? Because of these darn challenges. What are these challenges? If you collect certain moments, you can get certain things. So right now there's 4 challenges, right? Will Barton is part of this Cool Cards Challenge 2, where you can get a rare Anthony Davis moment, which will probably be worth 5, 10K once it comes out in 6 days. But you have to get 5 base, right, moments. And these were going really cheap. I got the Will Barton for 30, but these Cool Cats right here, these ones were pretty expensive. But if you got a Cool Cat pack, that kind of saved you one. And I got this one right here. I got a Tyler Hero Cool Cat, which I sold for $250. What is it now? $1,464. And I was trying to go for this challenge, but I was cheap, right? When this challenge came out, there was a lot of bugs with the system. So a lot of these Cool Cats were priced at like $70, $80, $90 at the time when I was trying to get it, but I couldn't get it because there was bugs. And then once everything started to settle, all these Cool Cats were pretty much hovering over $100. And in my head, I was like, I don't want to spend $100 on these things when they were at $70 like 5 minutes ago. So I was like, maybe the price will drop and then I will get them. But their prices did not drop and they just kept going up. $750 PJ Washington. And he was the low end. He was like $120 when I started this challenge. I got all these top 5 on here cheap. But these other ones, I really regret not going for this challenge when it was easier. Julius Randle, $900. John Wall was probably $1,000. 945, sorry. So the price has kind of gotten down, but there's still a lot of money to buy. So like I could have had this 80 reward if I just stuck to my guns because I had 2K in my balance. I could have definitely afforded this whole challenge, no problem. But me being the cheap asshole that I am, I was like, I'm not really willing to spend $100 on a PJ Washington moment. And then there was the whole thing like once the challenge is over, then all of these things is just gonna plummet because everybody's just going to want to get rid of them because they got the reward. So that was also another fear. But me, I'm just being so stupid. I could have had this challenge. I could have, but I had paper hands. Paper freaking hands. So, like I said, I sold off pretty much everything. My Donovan Mitchell gift, this was free. You got this for free if you qualified. I sold it for $140. $140. The gift, $969. This was free moments. People were mad getting a D'Angelo Russell or a Rui. I got a Mitchell, who's the best one, and I sold it for $140, and it's almost $1,000. That's 8K already in potential profit I could have had. I could have been in 10K profit. But there's a lot of people like myself who sold low because at the time, that was the competitive prices. At the time, 140 was at the tippy top of when I sold it. But for some odd reason, everything just started going up, skyrocketing. So, like I said, I ran out of moments right around here. This was where did I start? Yeah, around here. Bam. So this is when I started purchasing. I purchased the Will Barton for 30. I purchased Stanley Johnson for 23. The Bledsoe for 8. TJ McConnell for 9. This was after I purchased a Cool Cats pack. This was the challenge. Now these are going for almost $100. So I was selling cheap. But at the time, I thought I was like, hey, I got mad profit. Ja Morant, I sold for 50 because that was the competitive price at the time. I'm just showing you all my regrets right now. All my freaking regrets when it comes to Chop Shot. $375. But Luckily for me, like I said, I had no moments and I just loaded up on cheap moments. My friend Dave, he went a little bit on the higher end, which is actually smarter on him because he has way more profit than I do. But like I said, I was a cheap bastard. So I started purchasing mad moments. Like right after my Donovan Mitchell was sold, then my hero was sold. How did I get this hero? I don't even remember getting it. Oh yeah, that was my cool cat hero. Yeah, that was my cool cat hero. Once that sold, I was down to no moments right here. That was my like last moment. So all I had was the Lonzo Ball and Miles Bridges 4 days ago. 4 days ago, this Serge Ibaka was $4. Now it's about 20 something. But like I said, that's when I went ham and I started buying cheap moments. I got a Tyler Hero common three-pointer for 25, Ben Simmons for 21. And my mentality was at this time was I'm going to pick up people who are going to be in the All-Star game or All-Star reserve or maybe like a three-point shooting contest. Anything that has to do with All-Stars or hype players like Tyler Hero, I'm going to purchase. That was my thinking. So, who are the stars of their team? Jeremy Grant has been balling out for the Pistons. Jordan Clarkson has been balling out for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson has a potential to be sixth man of the year. So I started grabbing all these. Spicy P, super cheap, $11. This Giannis, I was debating with myself to get because at the time it was hovering between 60 and 70. It's like, man, I really don't want to spend $60 on a Giannis Antetokounmpo common dunk, but I did. So I even bought more Jeremy Grants, more heroes. Sabonis is my fantasy guy. Butler, Tatum, cheap stuff. Shy, cheap. I thought this was kind of expensive. Bradley Beal for $44, but I was like, hey, he's an all-star starter. Obviously, Kendrick Nunn $10. So I just kept purchasing. Donovan Mitchell 43. These were cheap at the time. I just kept purchasing, kept purchasing. I purchased this one because it's a Series 1, 42. Series 1, the cheapest Series 1 you can get right now in the market is $120. So at this point, my $10 Kendrick Nunn sold for 75. And that was the wow moment. It's like, why? Why would this sell for $75? Because when I double checked, Kendrick Nunn's were going for about $20 to $30. But I'm guessing maybe because 25 was in there and that's his jersey number. Maybe. I don't know. So I kept, but like I said, I kept purchasing. And then I hit this moment right here. This happened while I was at work. I couldn't change my listings. I couldn't check the marketplace and I couldn't see that things were trending upwards. Right here, while I was working, I sold 4 of my best moments. And I thought I had listed them up for freaking high. Because at the time, before work, Ben Simmons was like around $50. Giannis was about 125. Hero 75, 50, 75. And Butler was like 40 or something. And mind you, I wasn't buying based on serial numbers. I was buying for whatever was cheap. So these were the cheapest serial numbers that I could buy at the time. But look at that. My $25 hero, $100. I think this was $18 Butler, $100. $60 Giannis, $250. And my $21 Simmons, $100. And if I just held those, man, it's this game is so freaking difficult sometimes to gauge. That Giannis dunk, $420. $420 from 60 to $420 I could have had. Hero, 180. 25 to 180. Ben Simmons, 122. $100 profit right there. Butler, Jimmy B, Jimmy Buckets, where you at? 112. Those were my best pickups out of all of my pickups. True, it's probably my fault that I listed them. Dave said, why'd you list them? And I was like, I listed them pretty high. I listed them where I felt like I'd get really lucky. Like someone desperate really wants to get this. So they'll overshoot, they'll overpay to get them, right? I thought it was at overpaying, but no, I undersold. But now I'm down to 50. I'm up to 57 moments because I've been purchasing. So I did purchase 2 big moments. My priciest moments right here is this Montrezl Harrell Series 1 dunk, mainly because someone in my resale group said it might pump if we buy. So it did pump for a little bit. It went up to $450, but it kind of went back down again. And I think it's only up by $20. I should have sold it. But Series 1 are going to get rare. And then this Damian Lillard I purchased. So I bought that Harrell for $369. I purchased this Dame Lillard for $249. Dame Lillard kind of dropped, surprisingly. And we can check on that evaluate. So right here. See, this is how much it dropped. So it's at 219 right now, 230. This is how much my portfolio is worth. My 57 moments are worth 4,381. So that's not too bad. Now, but this is potential profit, and it's based off of the lowest ask right now. That's the lowest you can find them for. We refresh. Yeah, 4348, 2,316 profit. So that's taking out how much I spent for them, and that's how much profit I can potentially make if I do sell. And this is not including my Dapper balance, which is about at 1,100. So potentially I could reach 5K profit off of the $1,000 that I spent on packs. That's my initial investment was about $1,014, $15 is my initial investment from that hollow pack and the 3 packs. And right now, this is what I'm currently sitting at. And this website is pretty good, evaluate.market. So if you're in Top Shot, this is a great website to check out. It constantly updates on your value. And earlier today, the prices kind of tanked for a little bit. There was like a pack drop, only 5,000 pack drops. Pack drop of 5,000 packs, and before the drop everybody just for some reason started selling. Like a lot of the prices started tanking. Before the scheduled maintenance, my value was at around $4,800, and I had 1,200 in my Dapper account. So that was literally I reached the $5,000 profit, because if you take out the 1,000, because that would have been 48 plus the 200, that's 5 plus 1,000, so it's 6,000. I would have had $6,000 in value, which made 5,000 in profit. But then it tanked. It tanked where my account value was at about just under 3,000. But now it rebounded. Thank goodness. After the pack drop, which I unfortunately didn't get, the prices started going back up again. So I don't know if it's like insider trading or something, but some people knew that the pack drop was coming, and people just started selling like crazy, like just lowering their prices. Right now, everything's in the green except for Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, which I thought would have been good. Let's see what else. David Nwaba, Robin Lopez. I got this guy because he has probably the funniest looking moment out of everyone. I thought this would have been a smart play, Marcus Smart, but right now each one is down $6 each. And Dwayne Bacon. But I started buying low end people, but almost one of each that was pretty cheap. Mainly because we never know what upcoming challenges might happen, and you might need to score one of these guys. I went heavy on Jonas. Here, I got 4 of them. 8 was my cheapest. 31 was my most expensive. Mainly because I think Jonas is a very good player. He's doing pretty well in my fantasy league. He gives me points and rebounds. So that's another thing I'm basing most of my picks on, is good fantasy effort, I guess you would say. But yeah, I try to pick up at least one of each just for future challenges. Maybe you never know. Like I said, people wanted a TJ McConnell for the last challenge, which is odd. But yeah, so a lot of these players were really hyped, price wise. Earlier, Hero was like hovering around 200. Tatum was past 200, but now he's down to 189. Mitchell was about 200. And Chris Paul was like at 180. So I don't really understand how the pricing works around here. Like 1 hour, it's like bam, like up there, and then the next hour, whoosh, it's just, I don't know. It could be like stocks, could be like crypto. A lot of my resale groups dumped their low end stuff so they can purchase higher end stuff, but I went the other route. I went for whatever scraps they give me, and I spent about $600 in my Dapper balance. That included the Giannis, Simmons, Hero, and Butler. That sale gave me $500 back, and then I spent about 1,500 on more moments. So I'm really bad at math. I'm not too sure like overall profit how that does. I think I made 5,000 if I take that $500 profit and add it to this. So maybe I'm at like 4,800 maybe, and then I would actually be close to that 5K profit because I reinvested some of the money. I still have, I think, 1,000 something left in my account, and I would have used that for more moments. But the prices are just really high right now. Like, I don't really want to spend $215 on a common Booker or $600 on a common Luka. I'd rather spend it, like, if it was like a $200 Series 1 Booker, then yeah, I would definitely spend that on a Series 1, but not a Series 2. In my gut feeling, I wouldn't spend that much. I would spend something on like this that have, cool border on it. This is $900 on a Bruce Brown. Prices are just really high right now. Really high. But if I can find something that's affordable, that I know will skyrocket, then I'll do that. I'm just happy I got into this right before the jump because, man, I did it at the right time. Because if I started it yesterday, I wouldn't have as many moments as I have now, to be honest. Look at that. The lowest one you can get is $24. That's the lowest. A few days ago, you can get under $10. It's just doubled. Everything has doubled since then. And this is the cheap guy. This is the cheapest one you can get. Is 24 bucks. Ugh, it's crazy. Top Shot is crazy, but I'm really happy I got into it at the time I did, because like I said, if I got into it late, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I might be able to get packs, but I wouldn't go for stuff in the marketplace. That's for sure. So it would have been a slower road to profit if I went through packs. And it does seem like newer people have a better shot at getting packs than veterans, because for some reason, like, I don't know if they base it off of your evaluate market thing, but like the last pack drop, I had 13K ahead of me. My friend Dave, who has way bigger profit portfolio than I do, was close to 30K. So I don't know how it works. They say it's supposed to be random. You get a random spot in line, but none of us has been close to getting a pack since the Hollow, which was like last month. We've all been getting like past the amount that you can get. There's only 5K, and we're past that 5K marker in the line. So it might be rigged. I don't know. Now NBA players are getting into it. They're spamming hard on Twitter. People like Terry Rozier, LaMelo Ball, Brian Scalabrine, the White Mamba, are all pumping it. Dallas Mavericks are pumping the NBA Top Shot. They're having NBA players open packs, which is kind of it's cool and all, but it kind of seems fishy that you might be backdooring packs for these NBA players, which kind of makes it harder for us normal people to get packs if you're reserving packs for NBA players just to. But it's understandable, you're trying to run a business, and the more hype you can build, and if you can get legit NBA players in your NBA Top Shot interested, then obviously, it's just gonna drive more people into this spectrum. But yeah, like the amount of people joining is really getting there. Last time it said there was like at least 60K people waiting in line. Before that, it was like 30K. So a lot of people is gonna start joining this. They're gonna see that there's a lot of money being gained off of this stuff, and they're gonna want in. Unfortunately, like I said, it might be a little too late if you want to get into this, because there's only two ways of getting moments: by the marketplace or by packs. Packs, there's just not a lot of them. So, and then the marketplace can be dictated by the people who own the moments. So it's not a fair game right now. But Series 3 is on its way, and there are rumors that the prices of the packs will go up, and then the amount of packs will also go up. So that might skew the market. It might plummet prices, or it might drive up prices. Who knows? The prices of Series 2 might jump like the prices of Series 1 because it's rarer. They might make, because right now all moments are limited to 15K or less. So they might bump those numbers up with each progressive series, with each number of people joining. So, if more people join, they're going to have to make more of these things. So it might flood the market. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this. I just joined in January, but hey, I'm almost at 5K profit. I could have been more. I could have been at 10 if I just held all my stuff, but I didn't. So this is a hard lesson learned, but at least I'm in the green for now. Hopefully, with the All-Star game, which was my initial plan for these guys, will bump up the prices. Maybe I'll sell some of them, maybe half, and maybe reach 10K. If I can reach 10K, that'll be sweet. Super sweet. That's my goal. 10K. 10K is the minimum goal I'm hoping to get. If I can get more packs, great, awesome. But if I can find cheap deals around here, cheap potential all-stars like this Jonas, if Jonas can make the all-star reserve, that'll be sweet. Super sweet. That'll just double him up, triple him up maybe, and that'll make my evaluate market that much closer to 10K, which would be delicious. But we'll see. Who knows? It's still early. We're still currently in beta, and Top Shot 2 is in beta. But yeah, this is a long video. I just wanted to show you my ups and downs when it comes to Top Shot. I could have had more, but at least I'm happy with what I am at now. As always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Love, peace, and chicken grease, and I will see you next time.